welcome back to One on the Podcast. Your host today, me, Anna,
Briannette, Vanessa.
And on today's episode, we
have new guests. It's going to be Jose and Greg, so we're really excited to introduce them to you guys. Come on out, guys.
Hi.
What's
Welcome
up, guys?
to our podcast.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
So who's Jose and who's Greg?
I'm Greg.
I thought we switched. Okay. I'm Jose.
Oh my god. Alright, and how do you guys know each other? How do you guys meet?
We started off, he was my employee, and then we just became friends naturally.
Yeah.
How many
Our
years?
personalities kind of just meshed.
Mm-hmm.
Would you guys bond over alcohol?
No, actually.
No.
How do we bond?
Work?
Jokes, right?
Jokes, yeah. Jokes, personality, yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
well welcome. Thank you guys for
Thank you.
coming.
How many years of friendship here?
Was
We
it
just
5?
said
I think we
five.
just said
Yeah, 5.
About 5
Yeah,
years.
5. Everything's longer, but
Yeah.
it's 5. Yeah.
And you'll understand why.
You know, a little bit.
Alright.
Okay, so
Let's get started.
do you want to start off with saying your name? What's your astrological sign? And what's your relationship status?
Jose. I'm an Aquarius, and relationship status is single.
Oh.
That's not
Just
She
And you?
And me, I'm Greg. I'm a Gemini, and I'm single.
Oh, no, just kidding.
I know, it's because you're hot, dude.
Oh.
It's a surprise.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, welcome both.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Let's start off with.
Maybe we should tell them how we know them, or how you met them.
Okay. Well, I know Jose. Me and Jose are friends for like a little bit over a year.
Yeah, whenever that first Alejio concert was, that's the first time.
Well,
we
that's
actually
when we met in person, but we're like, we don't know how
We have
started.
no clue how we started following each other on Instagram, and then it just kind of progressed into
Yeah,
actually.
It started on social media.
It started
Yeah.
on social
Yeah.
media, yeah. And then we went to the Fuerza Regida concert
Um,
in Palm Springs, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we met him at Fuerza Regida in person, and then this is our first time meeting Greg.
Yes.
So
I
Yeah.
didn't know both of you, so.
But Vanessa, you knew of Jose, right?
I
Of
just,
me,
yeah,
yeah.
I just
Yeah.
The legend.
And you knew of
Not the legend.
you knew
No,
of Vanessa,
no,
right? I'm sure you've seen her. in
Yeah,
pictures and
absolutely.
stuff.
Yeah.
And then you watch the podcast, right? And you subscribe,
Of course.
right?
I like
Maybe you're better, because what do we have in here? No, I'm just
I
kidding.
subscribe and I critique. I let her know.
That's funny.
okay, I want to know what's feedback that you could give us.
The phone thing. Like
Okay.
put the phones down. If you make notes, memorize the notes, I guess, or the talking points.
Okay.
At
You think we
least-
should have like posters and like written down?
No, I guess just be more authentic, less scripted.
We sound scripted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes.
That's good to know.
Sometimes. Yeah.
I think that when we kind of like just, I think that when we start drinking, we loosen up a little bit and then we just.
Well,
yeah, well,
speaking
it's-
of,
Okay. Pasen los shots.
Segue.
On that note.
Segue.
On that note, okay, well, let's get on it then.
I closed it.
Does it matter? Do you care?
No.
Thank you.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
No, they're clean, right?
That was good.
and then we can order those shot glasses. I
Yeah.
like collecting
course.
shot glasses. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
We'll be a little bit more prepared next time.
Cheers.
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 Cheers. Aw, sorry, friend.
You guys are closers.
I told you.
Oh, it's easy.
It gets a little scary though.
It's easy.
Oh, this is so good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Mm.
What are you chasing
You're
with?
kidding me, right?
Yeah.
You still needed a chaser?
Yes.
Aww. No, but this is so
This was not.
I'm not a drinker.
Okay, I'm not either, but.
Yeah, we're
Then
not
they're
either.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
guys.
They were delicious.
since I'm on like serving duty.
Okay.
That's what you were told.
I know.
Hey,
I'm
on that
serving
note,
duty, yeah.
another one.
Hey, don't play.
She said, you put Greg in charge, so let Greg decide when it's time.
You guys keep talking. I'll serve him up. Yeah.
All right, so who wants to go first?
As far as
what?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
I have a question, and I don't know who wants to go first, but
We'll both kind of answer. You're good.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah. Knock it out. Let's
I
go.
think whoever.
and I'm not gonna lie, I had a game. I had bought an icebreaker activity game, and unfortunately, your host left it at home.
Nah, you're good.
So I'm sorry.
You don't need it with us. We'll break the ice real easy.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first question I have is, could you, or actually, this question is for you, Jose.
Me?
Ever since I met you, I remember that you had told me like this one crazy story, and I was just like, oh my gosh, you know what? This is from back then, from when we had ideas of like starting a podcast, and I was like, I want this man on the podcast. Like, I want to interview him, and I want him to tell us that story.
I remember that.
You remember? I felt like it was a really good story. So, are you down to like?
I'm down for whatever. But like, what story?
Just remind him which story.
I know.
So,
I have a lot of stories, but specifically.
Tell us about your most toxic experience with a tóxica.
Most toxic experience with a tóxica.
This girl who like you liked, you started dating with. This is more or less how it went. You told me.
I guess I'll give you the whole backstory, right? So this was the first time in my few years of being single that I decided to be exclusive, right? Where I wasn't going to talk to anybody else, I wasn't going to mess with anybody else, whatever. So we were exclusive, but just because we're exclusive, like we never had the title, like you're not my girlfriend, whatever. So I'm not going to block people, I'm not going to do none of that stuff, right? But I am going to respect the fact that we're exclusive. And she was this close, like all she had to do was hang on a little bit, and then she would have like got that title. She was close. She almost made the cut. Yeah, no, because she was awesome. Like overall, she was awesome. But there's certain things that I can't and won't put up with. Like if you don't trust me, even when I'm completely like transparent. Like that's one of the things. So we actually came down to San Diego. Mr. Tempos. So we came down here, whatever, having a good time. I always leave my phone face up. Like I don't lock it if I don't have to lock it. Whatever. Well, I started getting DMs like, "Oh, when are we gonna hang out?" Stuff like that, right? So she saw that. She lost it. Like started yelling at me, and I'm like, "What the hell?" And it's like in front of people. Like and I'm like, "What the hell?" So I was like, "Hey, you need to calm down." Like, the hell? And then she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna leave," and I was like, "Well, fine, leave. Like I don't care. Like I drove, so I don't know where you're going."
That's wrong.
How's that wrong?
Carry on with your story.
Yeah, no, but then I was like, okay, whatever. So she kind of got over it, whatever. And then we started walking back to the hotel. She brings it up again. And I'm like, dude, like, you want to see my phone? I gave her my phone. I opened it. I was like, here, hurt your own feelings. And then she goes through my DMs and sees them. And she's like, oh my God, there's so many. And I was like, yeah, like.
So many? How much is so many?
It wasn't a lot. She's being
one to a woman is too many.
Yeah, exactly. No, so she saw that or whatever, and I was like, look at the messages. And like, they'll message me, but I wouldn't reply. And it's like, since we decided to be exclusive, like, I wasn't going to reply. And I don't delete, I don't do none of that stuff. And again, I don't block, I don't do any of that stuff. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, look, just focus on the messages. Like, they hit me up, I don't respond.
Wait, but did you open the message? Would you open and read the messages?
Well, yeah.
He gave her the phone.
Did you, like when a girl texts you a message, it sends you a DM, do you open the DM?
Oh, you said like, does he leave it on red?
Did you leave
with
it
the
on
person
red?
next to you?
Like you have the curiosity to
Yeah,
actually
I open my
open
messages,
the
yeah.
message. Okay.
I don't need to not read it, you know, as long as I don't, it depends on my reaction to the message. I'm not going to respond, you know? And again, that's out of respect for my exclusiveness. But I thought it was over, whatever. I was like, look, like, let it go. And she did for that day. A few days later, I'm with my boy at Buffalo Wild Wings, my bestie, not you, but some other. No, we're at Buffalo Wild Wings, and then she messages me. And she's like, hey, like, remember the girls that hit you up? Like, when we were in San Diego. And I was like, yeah, what? And she's like, oh, have they hit you up again? And I was like, well, no. I was like, but if they did, what? I was like, would you want to see what I responded? And she's like, well, yeah. And I was like, look, like, I don't know what you've been through before. I was like, but I'm not these other guys. Like, I was fully transparent. You saw my phone. I was like, I can't, like, mess with someone that doesn't trust me. Like, I was fully transparent. She's like, no, it's not about you. It's them. I don't trust them. I was like, well, no, it's my phone. Like, you should trust that I'm not going to respond. And then she got over it. Say, she got over it. And I was like, look, you got one more. Like, one more. And that's it. Well, a few days later, she's, we're messaging or whatever, and we're used to saying, like, good night, right? Every night. I didn't tell her good night. I fell asleep. It was 9:30. I knocked out, phone in my hand, whatever. I didn't say good night. I wake up in the morning to go to work, and I see a message, like, oh, good night, and it was like 12 o'clock. And I was like, oh, shit, I fell asleep. And then I respond back, like, hey, and it was like 4:30 in the morning. I was like, hey, like, sorry, I fell asleep. Like, had my phone in my hand, whatever. 2 minutes later, she responds back. So I guess she was up. And she's like, oh, oh, really? And I told her I fell asleep. And I was like, yeah, really? Like, I fell asleep. She's like, oh, don't forget that Instagram shows when you're online.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, whatever that means. like, whatever that means, I fell asleep. Like, sorry, I fell asleep. And then she proceeds to send me screenshots of me being online at 11:52 and then at like 12:03. And I was like, you really took screenshots to like try to catch me up on something? I was like, dude, I'm telling you, I fell asleep. I was like, maybe when you don't close the app completely, it stays showing online, whatever, but I fell asleep. And that's when I was like, you know what? Like, I'm done. Like, this is it.
And you just cut her off.
Yeah, for a few months.
Wait!
Yeah, for a few months. No, because she was really cool. Like, she was really cool. And so a few months go by, whatever.
You put her on timeout for a couple months.
I didn't put her on timeout. I benched her. But, so we go, right, and then, and my cousin's going to come down from up north, because he lives up north. He was going to come down, and, like, we like banda and stuff like that, right? So we were going to go to Pico. Well, she actually took me to Pico for my first time. And then, like, I posted up because I bought the tickets or whatever, right? And then I don't know how the hell we started talking again. And I was like, hey, like, you want to go to Pico with us? Like, and she's like, yeah, I'm down. So, so then we go to Pico, whatever. I'm waiting for her to come out of the bathroom, I guess. And then I go on my Instagram, and then I get DMs again, right? And then she immediately, like, starts on me. And I'm like, dude, like, this isn't even a date. Like, I just invited you to come. Like, why are you tripping or whatever? I was like, you don't even worry about it. So, whatever. So, all of us, so my cousin found some chick, whatever. We all ended up going back to my house. And then I tried to put Pandora on the TV. It didn't work. So I got my speaker and I put my phone on, right? Pandora. And I left it unlocked for anyone to change the music or whatever. Well, obviously at that time, like, obviously I'm single, right? So I'm messaging, like, girls or whatever. And then some girl hit me up, like, telling me goodnight and all this stuff. Well, I didn't know that. So I'm guessing she went to go change the music and the girl messaged, right? So she proceeds to send her, like, videos of us dancing and, like, her giving me a kiss and, like, stuff like that, right?
Stop.
Yeah.
Was that the one? That's the one?
Yeah.
No, but that's not the one that sent all the messages to everybody the next morning. And
No,
that's a different one.
That is another one. That's another one.
We'll run it back.
We'll go to that one next, okay?
And I got a big one too. Yeah, I got a big one.
Don't brag.
It's definitely not something to brag about.
No, but okay, so like I found out the next day because I went to go golf the next day, right? So Saturday's golf day, so I go golf. And actually, it was us cousins, me and another cousin, two cousins. We went to go golf. And I text that chick, hey, good morning, right? And she's like, oh, don't good morning me, like all this stuff. And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, all this stuff you were sending me last night. I'm like, what the hell was I sending you last night? And I look at my messages, and like the last one was like, good night, right? And I was like, well, what are you like? I screenshot. I was like, look, I don't know what you're talking about. And she's like, oh, you were sending me like pictures and videos like with that girl, and I was like, that girl.
She deleted them? not only she sent them, but she
deleted them. Yeah, and I was like, what the hell? So obviously I hit her up. I was like, hey, did you send people stuff from my phone? And she's like, what? Like, no. She's like, go to your deleted messages. You'll see, like, I didn't say anything. And I was like, deleted messages? I didn't even know you can go to, like, recently deleted.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that until she told me.
Yeah. Because she knew, bro. She knew how to go in there and take them off. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so, and she still hasn't admitted it. Still to this day, a year and a half later, whatever.
So you still talk to her?
No. So we'll go into that. I don't still talk to her. We still do follow each other. Again,
okay.
It's completely platonic. Like, again, like, she was really close to, like, being, like, my girlfriend, like, because, like, we just experienced some stuff, and, like, she was just it until that whole toxic stuff. But I guess part of it was, I guess, my fault because I didn't delete people. I don't know.
Do you think you guys could have worked through it and eventually? No.
I think there's probably other issues that she had dealt with before, which she kind of did explain some stuff, like, just from our conversations where, like, infidelity was kind of the thing or whatever. But I was like, dude, I'm not them. Like, where was I?
Her deleting the messages.
Oh yeah. So she said that. I was like, okay. And in my head, I'm like, okay, if you know how to go and delete them, I didn't even know how to do that.
So you know how to go.
Like, yeah. So you did it. Yeah, like you did it. There's no way you didn't do it. Like that's messed up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, we went
Who
out
else
like
didn't do
friends.
it, bro? Who else didn't do it? Of course it was her. I know. It's insane. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not that dumb. I'm not that. I mean, I'm dumb. Not that
dumb. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, but no, we still like randomly talk. Like, but again, it's completely platonic. Like, when I moved, she helped me pack. Like when I sold my house, she helped me pack. She cleaned the house. When I tore my calf muscle, like she came down from Santa Ana and like took me to the hospital. Like stuff. Like she's really cool. So I was like, okay, like I still have that like friendship like towards you, and I hope you're doing well. And that's So we still do follow each other, but she has a dude.
You just can't move your phone around her.
Huh?
You just can't move your
I
phone
just
around
Dang.
Yeah, no,
You got a few of those. Like, and then there was that other one. Yeah.
And then
there was one night. Yeah. There was one night I woke up, and my girlfriend at the time was wakes up and she was like, "Dude, you got to see this." And like, I mean, we had a decent relationship. So like, she woke up and she's like, "Hey, this is your boy, right?" And like, shows me your Instagram, and it's Jose on Instagram hitting on her, right? And I mean, obviously we're real tight, so like, I didn't jump to conclusions or anything or whatever. Like, and it was funny initially. I was like, the fuck? And she was like, dude, there's something. So I went through his story, and he was with somebody that night. So like, he was out and he was with somebody, and she was like, she even said it. She's like, it must have been the girl that he's with. And then sure enough, I hit him up, and I think you probably passed out the next day. Oh no, you're right. You hit me up, and you're like, hey man, did Steph got a message, whatever? And I guess she went through all his whole every girl that you follow.
Yeah, she sent them all messages,
and like hit on everybody,
yeah. like all of them.
He was like, I can't remember exactly what.
You didn't even know
I can't.
If you had a sister, a cousin there, or anything. Like she didn't care. She just hit everybody up.
Went down the list and just started sending messages.
And it was like, hey, you're gorgeous, or like something. Yeah.
So
on some weird shit. Yeah.
So she sent that to his chick, right? And she replied back, and she's like, I think that's inappropriate or some whatever bullshit, right? I ignored her. Like, I called him. I was like, hey, dude, like, that shit was not me, blah, blah, like, and I went through, and there was a bunch of messages. Like, I guess she thought it was fucking funny. Huh?
What was her end goal? Like,
I don't know.
To see who went along with it, maybe?
Or it was like a prank.
It was like anybody.
Honestly, I don't
like,
even know, like, how, it could have been something we talked about. I was trashed, like, blacked out drunk, right? But I know it wasn't me, because she even posted, like, herself on my Instagram, like, and recording me, like, drunk. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I hit him up right away. Like, hey, dude, like, that shit wasn't me. Like, look, like, she sent it to a bunch of fucking people, like.
I know it was my boy, because my boy and my ex didn't have a
Damn,
good,
copy paste.
Y'all didn't have that great of a relationship.
Huh?
Y'all didn't have that great of a relationship to begin with.
No, we did not have a relationship. So that didn't.
What do you guys do when you're together?
Who?
You two.
What do we do when we're together?
Yeah.
Why didn't she like you?
We drink. No, so she's.
We don't need to get.
Yeah, we don't need to get into the
I
details. No, we really don't. But so again, I'm fully transparent. And like that's one of the things too. Like obviously, you see how kind of we vibe or whatever. Like we joke around a lot. And if you're in our circle, like you're gonna get made fun of. Like it's something like that. And she's like, "Oh, cool. Like I want to be part of that. Like I want to be friends with you guys. Whatever. Okay, bet. Like if you're giving us the green light to like start talking shit."
You know,
I don't necessarily think it was the joking. I think it was more so like the brutal honesty, and I think the other thing too was just like how it was just a bad conversation. I think that one night you were like, I only have his back. We're not friends. Like my boy made it very clear, and we're both the same, right? Like if he's dating somebody or whatever, like we're cool while you guys are together. Right, like, but as soon as like you guys aren't together, I'm not the type of guy that's gonna be friends with you after. Like, I'm just not.
Well, I think that was one of the things she said, right? She likes to be friends with like your friends. Or whatever. I'm like, no, like I'm part of his package. Like, when he's gone, I'm gone. Like, don't hit me up for it.
Yeah,
you know?
And I don't think she liked him making that very clear. So I don't know what that was.
I guess that could have come across like.
It could,
asshole.
yeah.
But I mean, I feel like someone should already know that. Like,
yeah.
Some people don't though. Like there are some, and I always thought it was weird too, right? Like, and anybody, it's not even just my ex. Like when you stay friends with your ex's friends, I do think it's kind of weird. Like, I don't know, like
especially when it's like opposite sex. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. But anyway, that was it.
Those are my toxic stories.
okay.
That stand out. I'm sure there's more, but.
Yeah, it sounds like you gotta find more.
I got a gnarly one.
So I have a question.
Wait, Renee has a question.
I have a gnarly one. Yeah.
Have you hung out with this girl while she's with her current dude?
Which one?
With
The toxic guy?
No, I have not. I'm telling you, it's completely platonic. Like completely platonic.
But do you guys still talk every now and then?
No, I did. So she recently bought a house, and then she bought like a new Jeep or whatever, and I congratulated her on it.
Okay.
But that's the extent. Like, yeah, I don't go
Make
out of my way
friends.
to like, huh?
Friends.
Yeah,
Like,
and even like honestly, like less than that. Like, I'm glad she's doing well. You know, like I don't hate on anyone.
She was A-okay.
Huh?
She was A-okay.
Yeah, no, because at the end of the day, she's like a good girl. It's just the situation wasn't right. You know?
Yeah.
Cheers for
Cheers
the
to that.
toxicos. Cheers for the toxicos.
Toxicos?
Cheers.
Cheers for the toxic.
Sorry, Jose, too far. It's getting.
We got ice. Oh, yeah, can't put that in this.
Dump it in the fridge.
No.
I'm gonna steal a shot glass in this.
I got you. I promise they're coming. They're coming.
Oh, these are custom.
Yeah, they're on the way.
They're on the way. I'm picking up on the 27th, so okay, I got you.
It's 2 weeks. Okay.
Take mine.
Yeah. Can we go to his toxic story though?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's on video.
It is on video.
It's on
So I'm at work. I was going through a nasty breakup, divorce, whatever you want to call it. So I'm working, whatever, and I go out for lunch, and I had a I had a decently nice car at the time, right? Anyway, walk out to lunch, and I'm like, all right, and it's so messed up because like in my head, I'm like thinking about like what I'm gonna go get to eat, whatever. So come outside, car's gone. Car's completely gone.
What?
Right? So I'm like, dude, what the heck? And I kind of knew because we were going through it for a little bit, right? And it was whenever we worked together at the time. So I told him, and he's like, bro, let's go up to the office and go look at the cameras. And my ex came in with whoever she was dating at the time, drove her in. She got out of the car. She had a spare key in my car, and took it and just dipped out.
Wait, was it your car or was it her?
It was my car.
This is an ex-wife?
Yeah.
With some new dude?
Took my car. Yeah, with some dude that she was with, Yeah, took my car, completely took it. Yeah, so I just didn't have... I mean, I had a truck too, but, like, yeah.
So wait, so you let her keep it?
Yeah, I mean, it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. It was really bad. There was no way I was gonna, like, go to the house, like, because it was super toxic.
She wanted a reaction.
Yeah, for sure. So,
But the car was under your name?
Yeah.
So you couldn't just reverse
But we're married, so they're like, because I even called like the PD or whatever, and they were like, yeah, you can't really like steal a car that you're like that somebody that's like
You
married
could
to.
just steal it back.
Yeah, you could just take it. I mean, I could have, I guess, but
You just took the L.
yeah, I just
Sell
took it
his
out.
truck.
Yeah, I sell my truck. Yeah, yeah. it
You
was
chose your
straight to my
piece.
car.
There's
Yeah,
some fights
for
that
sure.
are worth it.
That one wasn't worth it. Yeah, that wasn't worth it at all. Yeah.
This is the one
Car
before the one you guys were.
This was
Oh
three,
my
God.
three
Well,
before,
this was
two
his
before,
wife.
three
This
before.
was his
Before
ex-wife.
what?
The other one was.
Because
his
she said
girlfriend.
like exes. It wasn't my last ex. It wasn't.
Oh,
It wasn't that one. Yeah, it was like three before.
damn.
Yeah.
3 before. He's like counting.
Don't count.
Don't count yours. yeah, don't count yours.
Don't
Mine's on one hand, bro.
Jose's like, don't count on camera, bro. You wanna go to this?
Where am I looking?
Right here.
Oh, okay. The question is.
Wait, did you have your own question though? You sure?
I already asked you.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Wait, do you want to ask him that then?
Well, you guys didn't explain like your guys' toxic.
Do you guys have a toxic
experiences.
experience?
I know you do. So you want to throw something out
Dang.
there?
From someone who was toxic?
Yeah, well, same thing. We like your most toxic experience, right? Like,
I don't think I've had anybody do like some toxic stuff.
Okay, so switch it the other way around. Have you guys ever been toxic?
there you go. Quickly.
I was traumatized though. Well,
You were
it wasn't
traumatized?
for no reason.
Facts. Okay, for sure. I get
It was not
Well,
for no
we'll be
reason,
the
but I don't
judge.
wanna talk about
Yeah,
it.
true. I'm all agreeing right away.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
No, maybe
she's
it's
all,
not.
she's
Maybe
all,
it's not.
she's all, I stole his car.
I know. I went to his job and took his car.
No, never. Not like that.
Was it you that took the
Was it you who took the car?
Anna dropping her off. To take her car.
Facts, that's something she would do.
The funny part is that I would do something like that.
Yeah, she was.
That's a real one though.
Yeah. I'd be like, let me see the knife real quick, slash a tire.
Damn it.
Dang. Oh.
Kid.
¿Y tú?
What? No.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah.
A ti ya te pegó Greg.
It's like mineral water, dude. It's easy.
Ah.
I
You
told
didn't
you.
trust
I
us.
told you.
You didn't trust
You
us.
did it.
I trust Greg, really. He's fine.
You questioned him a lot.
Cheers.
But he gives me
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hope San Diego's ready, bro.
They sure are.
Espérate, no.
Oh, van, eh? Here's two.
Mm.
I hear the last one. All right.
Good Jason.
So if you don't feel like that's toxic, well, that's like the most toxic shit I've done. That's pretty toxic.
That ain't too bad.
When
Yeah,
like
that's
600 of my family members see that shit, you
I've
can
heard
go
and seen worse, I guess. Yeah, I've heard and seen worse. I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, no. That's obviously just a reaction. You know?
Reaction.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much who I am. Like, I am the reaction to other people's action. Like, I'm pretty, like, fucking mellow, like, you know? And, like, a lot of shit don't bother me, like, until I have an opinion, then I'll let you know.
I'm not toxic.
She pled the fifth over there. She
Yeah.
pled the fifth, so.
I really am not. I'm really not toxic.
My actions are justified.
You scared me.
Oh,
You
okay.
scared me.
I have two baby mamas, yes.
But are
Were
they
you married
crazy?
to them both?
Are they chill with like you being around?
We're chill now.
Okay.
Yeah. Are they crazy is a whole nother topic. But yeah, no, but I have two baby mamas. But it's not like one and done type stuff. Like I was with one for like almost 8 years. The next one for almost 7 years. So it's like not short term.
So your third one's gonna be for 6 years.
Third one.
Ah.
Oh no. I'm trying to get the nerve to like to snip it. Yeah. I'm worried they're gonna cut the wrong cord and then it's just not gonna work. But I still need it.
A little
How many
bit.
kids do you have?
I have 3.
3.
Yeah. I have 1 with one and then 2 with the other.
¿Estás casado o no?
No. We were engaged both times, actually.
Ah,
Both of them.
you almost made it.
Before or after kids?
Before
or after kids?
It's always after. It's
That's
always
not
after.
shade. That's
Huh?
not shade. There's no shade.
Almost made it. Almost had it.
Almost.
Speaking of baby mamas, do you have kids, Greg?
Yeah.
How many?
1.
Oh, you just told me. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I was gonna call you out. I was just gonna answer the question and roll with it, but I already told y'all.
She said shots.
Wait, let me get my question up because
You put 3 bottles out.
what's the difference, or do you find differences between dating a baby mama or dating a baby daddy? Like,
I don't date baby daddy.
I date you. I date you. Yeah, but I mean, I don't really date baby daddies.
Because I think it's so much different when you date a baby mama versus dating a baby daddy. Because I feel like the baby daddy will always go back to the baby mama if she allows it.
That's false.
Yeah, it's false. I'd never go back to my baby mom.
Yeah.
Even if she allowed it?
Yeah.
You didn't go back and forth in the beginning years?
No.
At all?
No.
The first one I did.
Yeah. Once we broke. This is the first
I
one
don't know why I feel like
once we broke it off, I would never. I would, and like we talk a lot, but like
and we've had this conversation even as it's today.
Today, yeah. I would never go back to my baby mom. We're cool, like. But the only thing we have in common is my daughter. That's a bad drama right there.
She's like, what? She's like, I know my baby daddy.
I won't. Yeah.
No, I'm not even speaking on like my experience. It's just baby daddies in general. I feel like if the woman allows it, they'll go back.
No.
Not even like take me back, but like.
Of course, if the woman allows it, of course, 100%.
To like if they wanted to like mess around, and
It's
I feel like
it's
as a
not
woman,
100%.
I'm like absolutely not.
No.
Yeah, no.
I
I wouldn't.
It's like 3 months ago, I think I might have even told you. My ex baby mama, the recent one, number 2.
You're gonna put her on last?
She don't. Well, she's the only one that knows. Well, no, I guess if other, yeah. Who cares?
Damn.
No, she asked
Let her
me.
save you, girl.
No, she asked me if
The
like,
soju's working.
No, she asked me if I thought about trying again, right?
If what?
If I thought about trying again.
Oh,
like,
recently?
Like 2-3 months ago.
January.
Mine did too. Yeah.
Was it January?
So
I did tell you.
You're putting yours out there. I'll put mine out there too.
Yeah. So she told me that, and before she finished the sentence, I said no. Like before she finished.
He was so proud of that.
Huh?
Why do you think that is?
Huh?
Why do you think that is?
Well, because like when you deal with stuff, so we broke up because of infidelity, right?
On whose part?
Yeah, on her part. Yeah.
Oh.
I can pride myself that I've never cheated. Ever.
Good.
Hi.
Yeah.
We're gonna
I've never cheated either.
Don't clip that. No, so I've never cheated. She did, whatever. She had her reasons, whatever. It's inexcusable at the end of the day, right? And she's like, like obviously she got emotional, whatever. She's like, oh, well, people change, and I was like, well, I hope you did change, but this isn't like for the next guy. Like I hope you did, but like I told her like it took me a long time to get to where I'm at mentally, to get past that. So I'm not gonna go backwards. Like, and not even that. It's like I don't see her the same. You know what I mean? Like she's cute and all that stuff, whatever. Like people want to like whatever with her, but
you're always gonna have that doubt.
Not even a doubt. Like I just don't see her that way. You know, like I don't have that attraction towards her. Like it's more like it's a tough word, but disgust. Like just seeing her like disgusts me. Like you know what I mean?
That's fair. Yeah.
So my brain works that way. Like I keep it cool with everybody until you do me dirty. When you do me dirty, like you shift into some side of my brain like where like I don't fuck with you. Like at all.
Yeah, we're the same.
And then she's in that on that side. Like we talk about our kids, like we deal with all that stuff or whatever, and we're really good about that, and that's it. Like we have nothing else to talk about after that.
Yeah. So when y'all say we go back, we won't go. I would.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
So not 100%, maybe like 95.
95% of the best.
Yeah.
¿Y a ti también te preguntaron to get back together, Greg?
Yeah.
How long ago?
2 weeks ago.
Oh, recent.
Yeah, like recent.
How old
We honestly just recently got cool, like because it was bad for a little bit, like where we really didn't talk that much, and like the only time we seen each other was like whenever we exchanged my daughter or whatever, but just recently, yeah. And she was like, you don't think we'd ever try again? Like you don't think we'd be good? And yeah, that's just a chapter that's closed in my life. Like I don't see her that way anymore. I mean, and she didn't cheat or anything. It's just I don't know. It wasn't a good ending, and I moved on, and I'm good on it. I think as long as you like do work after like a breakup or whatever, and like work on yourself mentally and everything else, then I don't know, man. Like I just kind of moved on. Yeah, I don't see her that way anymore. I mean, I care about her. Like she's obviously the mother of my kid, but
I like that.
yeah, but yeah, the relationship wise and like looking at her like romantically, I don't see her that way anymore. Yeah.
I will give you guys props for being involved fathers.
Yeah.
I mean, cheers,
Cheers,
cheers.
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 Dude, I don't know if I can do another one after this.
Yeah, I'm done after this.
Another what?
Another what?
Another
Another
shot.
what?
That one.
No, 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 no.
Let's go.
No. You know, you have to ir por su culpa.
Yeah.
Another what though?
You're at home, Bri. Another what?
What did
Yeah,
we?
Bri,
another what,
you're
man?
at home.
What did we just
She's
take?
gonna wake up early tomorrow.
What did we just say?
I don't know.
Don't say it.
She said it.
It is it.
She said it.
She did say it.
If we say the word, he's gonna pour it up again.
Oh, okay.
Where's he going?
I'm not even gonna give you my
She's smart. She's fucking smart.
Y'all already handed yours.
She's like, I'm gonna give
Don't
you
you-
don't fit.
Wow, I'll keep it here.
Nah, you gotta bring that back. You gotta bring that back, girl.
That's your new one.
Oh, no.
Hey.
Y'all put Greg in charge.
Yeah, I already told
Okay,
y'all.
so are we gonna get to the next question?
Let's go.
Let's go to the next question.
We told y'all.
What's the next one? Sex? What's the other one?
Yeah.
Right? It was on the list.
Yeah, but I think that was for
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Take a pick.
I saw it.
No.
Dude, I saw a camera and a couch. Like, all the guys know camera, couch. You know what that means.
Okay, she has a question.
It was a
No, go.
What are your thoughts about like a 50-50 relationship?
What does that mean? A 50-50 relationship.
I guess like going half and half
A
and shit.
partnership? Is that what it
Sure.
is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know,
That's
like,
what you consider?
with my last baby mama, like, that's pretty much what it was. But it was really all based on, like, income, right? Like, I set it up to where, like, she makes what she makes, I make what I make. We didn't have a joint account, thank God. But, yeah.
Thank God.
So I took care of whatever I needed to take care of. She took care of whatever she needed to take care of based on incomes, where we both ended up kind of having the same amount at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Because it's only fair, like it's a partnership, right?
Right.
But I think nowadays, like everything's expensive. Like you kind of have to have that. You know, you have to have that. Like it's not so much 50-50, but like everybody contribute like what they can contribute. At the end of the day, it's a partnership. You know what I mean? Like, it can't just be me paying for everything and then you just stack up. Because then, if you guys split, like, well, then I'm fucked because you stacked up.
Yeah, are you asking just in the financial sense or like what do you mean?
How are you asking?
I meant like, yeah. I think when I thought about this question, I thought about the financial
Just
way.
financial?
Like, what do you think about the 50-50 versus the traditional way?
Yeah, I don't think it's 50-50, but I believe there's a fairness to stuff, right?
I think relationships are just so much like, and I mean I get it. I'm gonna get a little deeper right now. But I think relationships are a little bit deeper, like especially marriages wise, right? Like I think because there are times where it's easy to say like 50-50, right? But there's a lot. I mean, I want to be with somebody that eventually gets to the point where, like, if I'm down and out, like, because what happens if I lose my shit, right? Like, because it happens. You like people lose their job, right? Like, can like, are you down to like hold me down for a little bit until we like, figure it out, right? And the other way around too, like I'm down to like hold you down, or I mean, the other thing too is like, if we have kids, like. Dude, don't work. Like, you know what I mean? Don't work for a little bit and then go back. Or whatever the case may be, right? Like,
I was thinking you look like no dog.
Doctor says 6 weeks. So. Hey, doctor says 6 weeks, bro.
My boy got traumas. No, but like, seriously, I do. I think that like it does. It goes.
And I agree with you. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, as far as and then not only that, but like even like emotionally, like people go through shit.
No, I was gonna say
you really do.
You really want to like not do 50-50, always both, but like 100%. But there's gonna be times that you might be 20, not maybe, you know.
Yeah. No, there is. There's times where like, babe, I can only fuck like I'm struggling right now. I can only I'm only putting in 70. Can you like hold me down for a little bit? And obviously those conversations don't have to be had, but at the end of the day, like me as in, I mean, we had this conversation too, like I want to be with my best friend, right? Like
Right.
I want to be with somebody that's like, that holds me down and I have them, like, I don't know, man, it's me and you against the fucking world, then like,
Yeah.
then let's act that
I'm
way,
tired
right?
of being me against the world.
Shit.
I'm serious.
No, for real, I get it. Yeah, for sure. So yeah,
I guess that kind of leads us into the whole one of the other topics, right? Which was like a checklist, right?
Yeah.
So part of the checklist.
Oh, dang! I'm sorry.
You got somebody that's yeah, we did our research.
He does remember.
Okay.
No. So it really does though, because like going through what I've been through, whatever, that's part of my checklist. Like she needs to be financially stable, right? There's obviously other stuff like she has to. So I do a vibe check. Like we go out and like dance because I like to go out and dance. I'm not saying I'm a good dancer, but I do go out and dance. Like that's kind of the stress relief, right?
That's a big thing for you.
Yeah,
for sure.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, it is.
No, seriously, I get it. Yeah, for sure.
He's starting to. He's
There
going
he
with me.
goes, dude.
He's going with me. No, because like.
My boy's all over the dance floor.
I'm talking about there you go with the soju again.
Wait, who said it?
Yeah, who said it?
Nobody
Who
said
said
it.
what?
Oh.
Wait, you count too?
Of course I can.
Yeah.
You can't count me out.
Okay, go with your
I'm gonna say
checklist.
And see,
It wasn't me. It was her.
That's
That was dope.
Yeah.
That was dope.
No, but there is a checklist, and I do have a checklist, and I'm sure Greg has his too. But like part of it is like she needs to be financially stable, because that falls into like for my past experiences, like I want to feel wanted, not needed. You know, so if she can hold her own, like I know she doesn't need me, but
We've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And like part of it too is because like I always want more, and it's something I can't turn off, right? When you grow up with nothing, you want more. And I've been blessed where I've progressed in life, and like I'm doing pretty well. But again, to his point earlier was like, what if something happens to me? Like, can you hold me down for a few months?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you can't, then we're in fucking trouble. And it's a lot of stress on me too, trying to keep that lifestyle up. So there's that, and there's the having fun, like being able to go on those dates, right? Because that's important. And obviously, because of the past breakups, like that's probably huge. That's one thing like we stopped doing was like going on dates. I want to be able to do that with the next person, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's go out, fucking whatever. As long as we vibe, it is what it is. I forgot the other checklist. I think those was like there's like the
You had your top 3, man. Like
there's like the sexual connection stuff, whatever. But we won't dive into that. But those are like.
Wait till you get to 38. You're gonna be like, all right, screw this. All right, got this one. got
Okay,
that
that's
okay.
one of the things too. Is
Okay.
is I've come across a few people where they do check off all the boxes. Unfortunately, for whatever reasons, that couldn't happen or whatever. But I know they exist. So why am I going to settle for someone who doesn't check the boxes when I know they're out there?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like
you
I'd
just
rather just hold on until that person comes along.
we've had this tough conversation though. Like I do think that because remember whenever we were going to the Angels game and I told you like, well, it is tough, man, because like nowadays like it is easy to in your brain just be like, oh, like the next person, what if the next swipe is better than who I have now? And like
Right.
you know what I mean? Like
Right.
how much does that play like in your brain when it comes to like, dude, I might have gold right here, right? Like maybe this is the person that I need to end up with, but I'm so caught up in like, well, what if like the
Like,
next
always
person,
trying to go
There's always
what
gonna
if
be
the
someone better.
there is, dude. Like
You gotta love yours.
At the end of the day, like I know there's always somebody that's gonna look better than me. There's always somebody that's buffer than me. There's always somebody that you know what I mean. Like there is like. Get the fuck out of here. There is though. If somebody makes more money, like there's always going to be. So yeah, there is always better, but like if you're always looking for that, like are you ever gonna be happy with what you got? You know what I mean?
You're never gonna
That's
be
so
happy
real.
with what you have, actually.
If you
Because-
think that way,
yeah.
yeah, for sure.
But that's kind of where like you get to a point where you have to have that checklist and you have to stick to it. Like the loneliness comes and goes. Like you do get hit with a wave of loneliness for X amount of time, and that shit goes away. Like Like, why are you gonna like sacrifice like your mental well-being and like wasting more time with someone who isn't it just so you don't feel lonely? Like, just tough it out.
My question though is like when.
She
Go. No, go.
Girl,
go. No, let's go.
I was just gonna say, well, fuck. Like, okay, what if your checklist? There's fucking 10 things on your checklist, right? And they're all absolutely important to you, but you know this person only hits fucking 8 of them. The other two are important, but like you like this person and you vibe with this person a lot, right? And let's say like you've been single already for 2 years. You already know what's out there. How hard is it gonna be for you to find the next person that is either gonna hit at least 8 or all the 10 that you
Okay, but let's just say you have the 10, they meet 8. You decide, fuck it, I'm gonna make an exception. I'm gonna go with the 8. 4 years down the road, those 2 parts of the checklist, like, they become an issue. You just wasted 4 years. For what? Just wait.
But I thought like.
What if you never find? I'm not against you. I'm not against you. So you just never find somebody. What if you'd be really happy with the one that had the 8 out of the 10, bro?
Well, yeah, that's always a what if though, right? It's always a
but
what if.
That scares the shit out of me.
A relationship is sacrifice. It's like working
I got you. No, I get it.
I thought a relationship is supposed to be like you work things together. You like you sacrifice. You talk and you commit to like things, and you learn to work things out. It's not always gonna be 100%.
No, right, but there's those 2 things, right, that you have to let that other person know. Like, look, I do have a checklist, and these are the things. Like, are you gonna be able to try to like accommodate to those 2 things? And it might not. Those 2 things might not even be important.
Her checklist
might not be important to you.
Well, that's why. That's what I'm saying. Like, so.
Okay. All right. So before we like get too deep into it, like we talked earlier. We were talking about even the whole dancing thing, right? So this might help you out a little bit. So like the whole dancing thing, right? Like he really wants somebody to go out and dance with, right? And let's just say he meets that person and that she doesn't like dancing at all, right?
Or she doesn't know how to dance.
Or exactly. Yeah, that was our perfect that was exactly what we were talking about. But she's willing to like be outgoing and like go out and like try things with her partner, right? Yeah. Then he's like, all right, then I'll take a shot with it. So for sure, I mean, I guess it is a struggle. Like whenever you're talking about,
the dancing part is not that important.
It's important to him though.
Yeah,
you get that? I know it sounds crazy. I know, because it's important to him.
Right.
My boy matters too.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Jose's happy because someone got Sam. Okay.
No, but so that, I mean, I don't know if that answers your question. Like, it's not like he has to find somebody that dances like right now and is the best dancer. He just finds somebody that's outgoing.
Right. Those are conversations to be had. We're like, look, this is something that I'm looking for, whatever. Okay, I'm willing to try it with you. Because, again, it goes back to the whole dating thing. Like, we can only go out to dinner with each other for so long. Like, just as, like, no, like, you have to go vibe, you have to party, like.
Yeah, you have to do stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what a relationship is.
Just because we're old doesn't mean we gotta act old.
And I might be, I don't know if I'm speaking for you, but I think.
Who's old?
Speak for me.
Who's old? Wait a minute.
Whoa, I said we, like, in general, like, the world.
And I don't think, like I said, I don't think I'm speaking for you, but it's funny that the checklists are like.
Alright, let's have you guys specify, because neither one of you specified what's on your actual checklist.
I thought I said it.
You only talked about
that's
dancing.
I know your checklist.
It's like, okay, so
it's dancing,
financially
financial,
stable, okay, someone I can have intellectual conversations with, right?
Okay.
I don't care what the Kardashians are doing. Like, let's talk about some other shit, okay?
Okay.
And then being able to vibe, like go out on dates and like dancing and stuff. That's one of them. What was the other one? I think those are like the main.
In that order?
The main ones. Huh?
In that order?
I don't think the order matters. Like, they have to check all of them.
Okay.
I know it was more.
I don't. Dude,
I guess I can't remember.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have a checklist. Like, I really don't. Like, I just want to be with my best friends. Like,
I love that.
Real shit.
Because I don't think I have a checklist either.
I really don't have like a checklist. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, all those play a part, right? Like, whenever you meet somebody, I'm like, okay, because this sounds messed up, but it's really funny. Like, whenever you meet somebody that you have chemistry with and everything, right? Like, there are certain things that you'll deal with that person that you won't with somebody else, right? So if you're just going off a checklist, then I don't know. I mean, that makes it easy. It makes it like things to check off. And the other thing too is me and you just kind of we just go different. Like I don't know.
Yeah. Not only that, because also I feel like things are gonna come up regardless.
That is true. That is true too. Everybody goes into a relationship having baggage. Like there's those people that are like, oh, I need to be by myself and like work on my shit.
He's like, bro, you're fucking up again. I didn't tell you about that.
No, but it's true. Like there's those people like, oh, I need to be single to work on myself, right? Like, yes, okay, there's things you need to work on. But then it's funny, you get into a relationship and you're like, oh shit, there's things I need to work on in a relationship.
Yeah.
Because it's two completely different things, right? And I think that there are things whenever you are in a relationship that like you work on together, and like, I don't know, like that other person helps you work through those things and they help you work on your bullshit. So I don't know.
I totally fucking agree with that.
It
Because some
is.
people think that they have to get their shit together before they enter something, but what if that person helps you through the healing process, you know?
They do. Yeah, no. And there's certain shit that you can't work on by yourself, like, because it only comes up whenever you're in a relationship. Like,
Yeah.
every relationship I've been in, like, there's stuff that came up where I'm like, oh, this is stuff that I brought in from the last one.
But isn't that part of like self-reflection, like understanding where you fucked up in a relationship?
Yeah, fair, but I don't think you can work on them unless there's certain things that I don't think come up unless you're in a relationship.
I don't think you can validate that you fixed it until you get in a relationship. But understanding your shortfalls is part of, going into a new relationship.
Okay.
Like, let me not carry this crap into the next one because I know where I fucked up.
Sometimes you don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes you don't know,
And
I'll be honest with you. Like even my last one, like there was times where I'm like, oh, she really didn't do anything wrong, but like I know that this is bugging me, and I know it's something from like either my last one or the one before, where I'm like, oh, this is something I have to work on. And as long as you communicate it, and you're like, hey, girl, like this is like bugging me, but I know it's not you. Like I know you're doing. I know I'm only gonna be with somebody that's like a good person, right? Like so. I know you're not doing this maliciously, but like, this is something that like if you're down for me, then this is something we have to work on together, and vice versa. There's stuff that like other people like go through where she's came to me and been like, hey, like that text message or that whatever, like you went to, I don't know, I can't even give an example, but like something that like bugged her where I'm like, okay, that wasn't me, like I didn't do it to like hurt you, but I get that because of your last relationship, that's bugging you. Then all right, let's work on that shit, like. Or I'll fix it so that you don't have to deal with it anymore. I don't know.
Yeah. I like that response.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
Cool. There you go.
Do you not agree
You're the
with
only one
it?
that does not agree.
Well, I'm not saying I don't agree, but I guess we're completely two different situations, right? Mm-hmm. So I went through my failed relationships and I learned from those relationships, but it took me self-reflecting, right?
Yeah.
Understanding that like certain things happen not just because of the other person, like there's certain things I wasn't doing that I needed to recognize.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take you to go to another relationship to see if you self-initiate.
It's okay. So it takes that next relationship to validate if you actually fix those issues. Because I can understand where I fucked up, right? But then I'm gonna go into this relationship. That's when I'll know if I really
not
fixed
that you're
that
gonna
issue.
make those changes, right? Or that you're gonna implement these things into the new relationship.
Right.
But then
that's what I'm
again,
saying.
it's not just like, oh, I'm gonna do it once. It's like being consistent throughout.
Exactly.
Your
No, that's what I'm saying. The next relationship is validation that you actually understand your mistakes and fix them.
That's fair. I honestly, bro, I think we're on the same page. So like because knowing, right, and then actually doing, or like it's easier said than done,
exactly.
right? Like so like whatever triggers you have, if that other person is triggering those things, like you sit there and you're like, oh fuck, this is shit that I have to work on from before. And even if you knew it, sometimes it's hard, bro.
No, I get that.
Really is.
But step one is like
knowing
doing that, analyzing yourself.
Because it's that saying, right? Like, and granted, like, I mean, we're obviously talking about I'm not gonna be talking about my ex. I already told you, but like, it is funny if it's somebody that doesn't want to work on themselves, you know what you're getting in the next one, right? Like if you went into your next relationship thinking like, all right, it was just her, she did everything wrong, I was good, right? You're just gonna go through the same fucking cycle over and over again,
that's
right?
What I'm trying to
it's
say.
like, yeah, that's my point. So, and I get it. Like, I've gone into every relationship thinking like, okay, she wasn't all wrong.
Right.
I had things that I could have worked on and done better with,
Right.
and let me do better the next time or whatever. Yeah, for sure. I think we're on the same page, huh?
Are we?
Yeah, I think so.
No, we're not.
We're not.
No, yeah. I mean, and then it's also, I think, dope to have different perspectives from, because there's going to be people that relate to you and then people that relate to you.
And I'm not even gonna lie too. I think it's your circle too. Like I just thought, because you guys are laughing at us or whatever. Like my boy's super honest with me. So like there's times where I've came to him and he's like, nah, you're fucked up. Or like he's came to me with stuff and I'm like, you could have done that better. You know what I mean? Like,
yes, man.
yeah, for sure. And I think a lot of people have people around them that are like,
Yes, man.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you're right. You're right. He was fucked up. She was fucked up. Whatever, right? And then they just kind of keep on going through the same shit. Where, yeah, dude, he calls me out and I call him out for sure.
That's
yeah.
good. You need that in a friendship.
We might not be accepting all the time, but like it's good to hear. Like,
yeah, for sure.
But a lot of people aren't like accepting to that information, right? Like a lot of people are in denial and they won't take constructive criticism.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you can't be honest with certain people, and we go back to like where I don't want to like steer off path or whatever, but like communication is key. A lot of women and men preach like communication, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people can't handle communication.
It's very true.
If you're open and honest or whatever, the other person might not be accepting of that. Even though they say they want open, honest relationship, whatever, communication, like if I call you out on some shit, you might feel some type of way and like react differently. It's like, dude, like I'm just...
People get defensive.
Exactly. Yeah. So like we go back to like, okay, like what do you really want? Like, do you want me to be honest with you or do you want me to fake the funk? Like that's why it's so much easier just to be honest and like throughout the whole deal, right?
It is depend. Does it also depend on your approach too? Because you are a little bit more blunt than I am.
Yeah,
you're way more blunt than I am.
But I think that comes with like all the shit I've been through, right? Like
that's true.
I'd rather just be blunt and say, if you take it some type of way, you take it some type of way. It is what it is, but I'm going to tell you exactly how it is.
Yeah. I sugarcoat a little bit more.
If you can't have that conversation, then that's on you.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't do it to
But
talk
sometimes
shit.
it's like not what you say, it's how you say it. And if you say it like...
Honestly, then yeah.
My boy's blunt. Like, he's like super...
But there's a way of saying
Yeah, but
things,
there's
you know
ways
what
to
I
say
mean?
things.
Oh, I don't do sensitive. Like, sorry, like I say it how it is and that's it. Like, if you feel some type of way, sorry, but...
But there's a way of saying things and not coming off like rude, you know what I mean?
Like, it can still be blunt and still be straight to the point,
Yeah.
but...
You can still get your point across without being like a dick or, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that because I haven't seen that.
You said you're a dick, son!
No.
She must have... Yeah, I can be. I really can.
No, I know. That's why I brought it up, because I know you can. You're a dick, son.
No, because like, dude, I don't like, how do I explain it? Like, I don't get participation trophies. Like, I'm not trying to fucking cater your feelings.
No, for sure. Yeah.
This is what it is, and that's it. Like, if you feel some type of way, sorry, work on yourself, dude. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like you
Maybe
can tell me
that's just
something.
not your person and you're not theirs. You know what I mean?
It's not even your person. Like,
Do
I
you,
can tell them something.
do you, and obviously because I'm not a fly on the wall and like in your relationships, but are you the same way that you are with your boys that you are with your girl?
Yeah, and that's been a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'll be straight up. There's been phone calls where I'm like, bro, I'm going through whatever the case may be, and he's like, all right, you're a bitch. Like, stop. Like, you're being kind of a dick or whatever. He's just very like straightforward to me. And granted, I'm the same with him.
Do you listen to the advice that he gives you?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Sometimes. Yeah. And granted, that goes both ways. Like, there's sometimes where like.
It will help ease the problem.
It does. It helps ease it, but I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta learn for yourself, right? Like, there's been some times where he gives me advice, and then I do the exact opposite, and then he calls me later. He's like,
I told you.
"How'd that feel?" Yeah, for sure. We just had the conversation.
Yeah.
Was that fun? Like, you knew it was gonna happen. Yeah. And vice versa, the same way. Like, I've done the same to him too. Yeah, for sure.
You know what's crazy? I've never, like, your guys' friendship is so cool because I didn't know that men talk like this. Like, when they go through things, I didn't think men...
Well, I think, so
a lot of them don't.
No, yeah, a lot of them don't. And honestly, like, until my last breakup with my last big mama, like, I would hold shit in. Like, I was taught to fucking hold shit in. Like, life goes on, deal with it, whatever bullshit. The last one was, like, it was tough. You know, and like I actually reached out to my sister, and she knew something was wrong because I actually reached out. I don't reach out to nobody. You know, and after that I was like, cool, like it's cool talking to people, like, and then, no, well, he's one of those people that like we can fucking sit there and talk because he's not gonna judge you. Like he's gonna listen to what you're saying, analyze it.
We went to range, remember?
Yeah, and give you a response. Like, look, like this is what I think about this, but like not in a judgmental way, but more in like my experience. From my experience, this is what I think you should do, whatever. And a lot of guys don't do that, and that's because that's how we're taught, right?
Yeah.
Like deal with it, and fucking life goes on or whatever. And I've learned that that's very important. Like that's why I speak my piece. Like, you know, if I feel some type of way, I'm gonna say it because if I hold it, it's worse. Like, I'd rather just say it, and at least I got it out, and we move on.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
That's dope because I feel like a lot of men don't have that.
Yeah, a lot of them don't. Like I've been lucky, and I've only had and it's not a lot. I could probably count them on one hand, and he's definitely the big one on that. But like, I've had a couple, and granted, I come from like a world that nobody talks about their feelings. I was in the military before, so like nobody talks about anything. Everybody goes to their bullshit, kind of keeps themselves. But now I think maybe with like social media and like people talking about things more, you do kind of hear more of like, oh, everybody's going through this, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I got lucky. I have a couple friends that I was in with that like we did kind of talk about our shit, and then whenever we met, we have the similar personality of like being blunt and just kind of talking about everything, and it was kind of like that from the beginning. So we just kind of took it and ran with it.
That's dope.
Yeah, but it's hard.
For real, because I think about like my brothers, they would never like open
Talk
up
about
shit ever.
Yeah.
Like their relationship is perfect.
No, they're so like
Nah, you bottle it up, and it does affect you.
machista, and I could see how that could like affect them, even like things that we saw growing up or things like that, you know.
Yeah.
Well, wait till they're in the late 30s and shit starts coming out.
They're in their
Shit starts coming out for sure.
Yeah, it does.
crazy.
Yeah, for
No,
sure.
it
You
does
guys
take,
are lucky to have each other.
it does take a lot of maturing to actually be able to have those conversations.
Yeah.
But no, like I think your guys' last podcast, you guys talked about mental health, right? And that's big. And I didn't realize that until I went through this last fucking breakup, right? Like mental health is really important, and a lot of it is just fucking talking. Like, let that shit out.
Yeah. There's sometimes where it doesn't even go anywhere. Like I think the last time we had one of those talks was a couple months ago, and we worked out together. And we're doing guy shit. We worked out together, and then I think we were in his kitchen, and I think we killed a bottle of whiskey.
5 hours?
Yeah, we killed a bottle of whiskey and just like full bottle of Jack Daniels, and just
I called out the next day.
yeah, and just
Sorry,
talk.
I don't know who's watching, but yeah.
Yeah, just
But you
bullshit.
need that.
I was
like,
sick.
Sometimes you need a mental health day.
I was sick.
Yeah. And we need that every once in a while, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
it's good to be able to recognize.
I want to say something. Well, you say you don't have a checklist. You just want your best friend.
Yeah.
And then going back to the checklist, okay? I want to end this on this note. And then you have a checklist, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't hear you mention sex being important or part of that checklist.
He did. He kind of did, and then he's like, "But that's like another."
I didn't catch that.
Well, you guys laughed because I brought it up, but I could have sworn it was on the to-do list for today.
Yeah, wasn't that on one of the things? Yeah.
It was like
bad
a question if you've had a bad
experiences or whatever.
experience,
bullshit.
I mean, we can get back to that, but like,
Well, we got it out of our system on the drive here. So.
List-wise though, I think list-wise though, like I think that kind of goes without saying. Like, I mean, I hope anyway. Like, right? Like you want to
That
have
it's
a good
being
sex
had
life.
or that it's good.
Like it wasn't a priority.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's definitely a priority for sure.
But for it to be had, or like it's a priority that it has to be good, or do you think that it could?
Well, okay, so there's two different perspectives. That's kind of what we touched base on, right? So there's women and there's guys. Like, when we finish, right?
Wait. Though your question is in a relationship, right?
No.
Yes.
No. Right now she's talking about a relationship. That the other question on the thing or whatever. That's later. You're already on. Yeah, you're already on that. No. But in a relationship, this is my opinion, right? Like, if I really like somebody, I'm obviously going to be attracted to them, right, sexually. And then if sex is good, great. And if it's not, this is somebody that I'm going to build a relationship, right? And hopefully, I mean, my personality, sex can get good. especially if two people are open to it, like, and this is just my opinion, I don't know how you feel about it, but like as long as two people are open to like experiment and like do different things or whatever, like sex can get really good, especially with somebody that like you end up knowing what they like and you can communicate those things. Like, what do you like better? What do you want me to do more of? Right? Like, what do you want me to hold back on? Like, or whatever the case may be. It can. What did
I draw a little bit?
He's getting excited. Right though? Or am I wrong?
No,
I do. In a relationship, I think you can get better. I think sex in general, like, yeah, that's another conversation.
Sex with emotions, like, it goes like,
it's tough.
It changes it for sure. In a relationship, it's way different. Yeah. No, that's my answer.
This is where we
because it was like he was like, tap me in.
No, we can have a whole fucking other podcast on that subject. Just that.
Part 2.
Yeah. I think we'll need a part 2 because there's a lot of things that we could have touched.
We can, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, that'll be fucking
And then
the battery guy.
the last question.
Stop.
Don't give me that fucking
Don't give me the weird ass question.
This one.
Oh, okay.
We can do
Well, they're gonna dive into a whole thing with that one.
I think just tell a story, okay? Just tell like your story or your experience or what it was. So for the last question to wrap it up, it's have you ever had bad sex? And if so, like just what made it so bad?
So again, we go back to like it's different, right? Because men are men. If once we bust, we bust. To us, it was good. Like, I mean, there's also like the whole experience itself, right? If she does nothing and just lays there, like, it's boring, right? Yeah. So the more excited we are, the better the sex is. But at the end of the day, if we finish, we finish. So I know I've had bad experiences, but that was my own doing, right? Drinking too much whiskey, like, you know. Whiskey dick, guys, it's a real thing. Yeah. No, but that's when you can't, you know. No, it's a real thing. Whiskey dick. It's all whiskey dick, dude. Like, you drink a lot of whiskey.
It happens.
You can't like perform, whatever. Like,
it happens.
But that's the only, like, as far as I know, the bad experience I've had. Like, yeah, I've had lazy ones, but it's like, dude, like, if I get off, I get off. Like, that it was good at the end of the day, right? I can go to sleep.
And I think that was stupid. Yeah. I think that was my point earlier. Sex in a relationship and sex just for sex are two completely.
Well, I think right now we're talking about sex.
Yeah, sex for sex. Yeah, it's
because honestly, like, when if my feelings are involved, no matter what what happens, like, it's good to me, like, because like I get those endorphins because like emotionally I'm there. Yeah. But there's like sex for sex, like yeah, there's been like boring times, but. Like, if I finish, like, that was good.
Because how deep were we getting into this? Like, what makes sex good?
I guess we just, her question was if you've had a bad experience and what made it bad.
Yeah.
I said it was, I couldn't even, like, yeah. But I think it's more so for women, right? Because for us, we finish. For women, it's different, right? Because, like, it takes, I don't want to say a lot, but it does take more for you guys to
You guys have a more, and you correct me if I'm wrong, you guys have more of a mental aspect when it comes to sex too, for it to be good, right? Like, there's definitely like a mental attachment that you guys have to like even get there, right? So if it's not, then it's a lot easier to have bad sex for you guys than it is for us, I guess. If we're just talking about sex.
That is very true.
Yeah.
So
if you guys aren't there mentally, or like you guys aren't stimulated like in that way, then it's not gonna be good. Right?
Yeah.
Why are you laughing at me?
They're laughing because they have a lot to say.
Yeah.
She's been quiet the whole time.
Because this is your time.
It's not mine.
It's your time.
Yeah, it's an open conversation. So as far as like good sex or bad sex for you guys, like, and we're not talking experience, we're talking about like a whole
just sex in general. Yeah.
Ready to go.
Wait, what?
They want us to answer the question.
Like an overview, right? Like what makes sex bad for you guys? For you gals.
I guess guys only care about them finishing and that's it. Like once they're done, yeah. Like that's. So what about me?
That makes sense.
You know?
I get it. Yeah, for sure.
No, that's exactly what we're saying.
Yeah.
Like, for us, it's different because when we go, we're good. See you
Yeah.
later.
Like
But,
for you it's
women,
good, but then
yeah.
you're like, oh, like, you know, that's how I feel like that's bad. That's a bad experience, you know, like that's like, okay, I would never go back to a person that's a little bit selfish.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, if they can go again, then okay, we have another chance. But if they're like, no,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
come on, me, like, that's it,
That's
then.
beyond me, bro.
I can go multiple times. So, yeah. Okay.
What was
Just
it?
find it.
Maybe
It.
edit that out.
No, don't edit it out. It can't just be us. Like, you guys gotta get
Well, we're
your
interviewing
experience.
you guys.
It's not an interview, it's a podcast. It's an open discussion. No, there's our perspective and there's yours. Vana, thank you for your perspective.
Thank you for
Now we're interviewing you, like,
No, I agree with mine.
you said round 2, but what happens after round 2? What if
Because I don't want to say like,
Okay. What if round 2 sucks too?
Yeah.
not sucks?
well,
but
I
you know,
at least gave you a second chance to redeem yourself.
Fair. Okay. And it's just as bad as the first
And
time.
I
It makes
know.
sense. Yeah. I mean,
same session isn't a second
I'll take the
chance.
L,
Same
Mama.
session isn't a second
Yeah.
what do you
I
mean?
think it has to be two
The
different
same
times.
session is not a second chance.
How so?
I can go.
Oh,
six,
it's still-
I
it's
can
still-
go 6, 7 rounds with you. That's still the same session. That's one
Yeah.
chance. You know, to her point, I'm not gonna mess with you ever again. You know, but the next session that would be a second chance.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But then why would you give somebody a second chance?
Exactly.
I mean, like, if there's like the attraction there, or like you actually bond with some. I don't know. I feel like because it's different for women. We're not having sex just to have sex.
Right.
Like,
That's
most
the
women.
perspective we want.
Yeah. It's a-
I'm like,
Okay, so all right, let me ask this: Have you ever had full-on chemistry with somebody? Right, like you go out with them, like you're laughing, having fun, whatever, and everything's going great, but then sex sucks. Has that ever happened? No, because you were stimulated mentally.
Exactly.
well,
That's
because
my
it's
point.
obviously someone that I had already,
That's my point.
like that
You're-
I've been dealing with for a while. It's never just like a fucking random person.
Yeah. No, I get it. That's what I'm saying. But like that, because it led up to it, right? Like you had chemistry. You guys are laughing. It's like it's a whole thing. A lot of men don't understand that, right? And maybe I'm gonna help. Hopefully, I can help some people out, right? Like it is a process, right? Like it's the way you show up to the date. It's like the conversation whenever you're on the date. It's like planting the seeds, like flirting, like touching your hand, whatever the case may be. Like those little things lead up to you having a good night later, right? And I don't think a lot of guys understand that. Like they really don't. They don't put that work in. Sometimes it just happens, and you have chemistry with somebody, and then sex is good later, right? It just does. But if somebody's good at it, it's dancing. It's like how you were like touching whenever that, and then later on, all that work. Yeah, no, for real, it does,
Surprise
right?
sucked.
I don't know.
I've had that.
So, yeah, I get it.
I'm waiting for
This
that.
deserves a part two.
He's the only one that
I'm gonna
hasn't
tell
said
you guys a really like. I'm gonna end it with this. Like I had an experience where like I had somebody who was like super into me, who like we vibe, we totally vibe, right?
Mhm.
And then when it came down to it, like there was nothing there. I was just like, I didn't even get to it. Like I actually didn't even get to have sex with this person. Like there's nothing. Like
Okay,
nothing.
why?
What
What happened?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Like, sex didn't even happen. That was like the worst.
Well, that's a whole other subject.
Wait, what happened? How did that happen?
No, well, we're talking about getting it in. Let's start with that, and then go back
Wait,
to
there's no way.
He's so
I didn't want to
bad.
try.
Go ahead.
Go.
I
Break
didn't
time.
want to try.
No, we got a break.
No,
She
it's
has
okay.
to.
Just finish.
That was it.
That's the first time you heard that one.
And that was it.
Sorry.
I just told you.
Wait
Yeah.
though. Like
She got it. She got
I
it.
didn't
I
catch
always
it.
get
Yeah,
those things,
she
but she
got it.
doesn't.
What did you say?
Nada, continúa tu historia.
Yeah, that was the whole story. That was it.
Right, but that's what we're
How'd
talking
that happen though? How'd you vibe with them so much and then it just didn't happen?
Like, not that it didn't happen. It's just that like, I don't know. They had
What
a
you
problem
saying?
down there. Like,
Oh,
They
did
had a
you
problem.
drink whiskey?
Like, yeah, did you drink too much?
We just went over
like
that.
probably.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what happened.
Well, I don't know. That shit looked like this big. I was like,
That's another topic, girl.